All right, welcome back, y'all. It's your girl Yadi J, and on today's episode we are going to do a review for all of the 14 books I read in 2023. And at the end of the video, I'm also going to give y'all my list. Well, it's still incomplete, but I'm going to give y'all a list of the books that I want to read in 2024, so this year. We're not doing hot cocoa today, we're doing tea, but yeah, you know. So my goals for 2024 when it comes to reading, for one, I want to double the amount of books that I read. So I read 14 books this year. Last year. So this year, the minimum amount of books that I can read is 28. I have to read at least 30 books. I already have 15 books that I know I'm going to read for sure. So yeah. I made a list. Of which ones were my favorites. Well, I made a list in order from like most favorite to least favorite. Do y'all like my Barbie planner? It's brand new. Anyways, my favorite book of 2023, I do not have. I don't have it because I let my homegirl borrow it. So Lanisha, when you see this, send me my book. My favorite book is The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett, and I'm going to put a picture of it right here. I give that book a 10 out of 10, y'all. Like, there was absolutely nothing about the book that I didn't like. Nothing. My second favorite book is The Silent Patient. We have The Silent Patient. Ooh, we have The Silent Patient right here. Y'all, look at it. I give The Silent Patient a 10 out of 10, honestly. Like, this book was so good to me. And I feel like this was the first book that I read that was like kind of like different. It was like a different genre from what I'm used to reading. Because, you know, like I was always stuck on reading like romance novels and stuff like that. And this is different. I even text Alex that the book was so damn good. Like, because he needed to know. When Alicia left that note, she left. Y'all, I just kept wondering, like, why is this man so obsessed with this lady? My next favorite ones, I would say that were Once Upon a Broken Heart and The Ballad of Never After, but it's probably my favorite series that I've ever read. So yeah, I'm biased. Or Behind Her Lives, y'all. I made my best friend read this book. I give this book a 10 out of 10. Yeah. Like, at this point, all of these books are a 10 out of 10. Like, but Bree can vouch. After this, y'all, after I made Bree read this book, we started the damn book club for 2023. And I'm actually going to show y'all the list of books that my best friend read, so y'all know that this is not a joke. After Behind Her Lives, my next favorite one... Oh, my best friend also has this book because I made her read it. Or she should be reading it now. Last Girl Ghosted by Lisa Unger. I'm also going to add a picture right here. 10 out of 10. Y'all, it was like a thrill book. I was reading it and I was just like, oh my God. I have to keep going. I could not stop. After that, my next favorite book was You'd Be Home Now. This is my second Catherine Glasgow. I'm not sure how you pronounce her last name, but this is my second book of hers. I give this book like a 7 out of 10. A 7 out of 10 just because it's like painful to read, honestly. The story is really, really good, but also trigger warning because it's substance abuse. Let's see. We can say without merit. I feel like without merit, I feel like the characters in this book were so weird and so different that's what made me like this so much. I think I said that I gave Without Merit a 8 out of 10 when I did the review for the book itself. So yeah, go Colleen. Anyway, Heartbones. Honestly, I feel like I give Heartbones, I don't even remember what I said, like a 7 out of 10. My favorite thing about this book was the title, because it's like a metaphor about heartbreak, because you can't break your heart, but when your heart gets broken, it hurts. And they were like, maybe we grew heart bones. Get it? Get it? Get it? Yeah. I actually want to retract my statement. Before the last two books that I mentioned, I would have I'm Glad My Mother Died. Y'all, this book is so freaking good. I don't know if it's because it's like a childhood star or what it was, but she did the damn thing when she wrote this, and I think it's so cool. Like when people finally expose like the behind the scenes of, you know, Hollywood essentially. And I think the story between her and her mom is so fucked up. Like, because sometimes parents really be trying to live like through you, and like this is like this book just shows like the consequences of a mom doing that. Sitting Pretty was at the end of my list, y'all. Nothing wrong with Sitting Pretty. This was actually, hold on, I feel like I'm playing Jenga. There was nothing wrong with Sitting Pretty. Like, it's not at the bottom of my list because it wasn't a good book, because it is a great book. It's very informational. After reading this book, I feel like I had a completely different perspective on people who are on disabled people, you know, and I think that everybody should read this book because it will definitely change even the way you approach people in wheelchairs or people with walkers or people with just any other type of disability. So yeah, I think that the reason it was at the bottom of my list is because it wasn't like too much action. You know, this is like more of like a memoir kind of. You know, I feel like Rebecca gave us on here. Rebecca is that girl. I lied. Underneath Rebecca is the elevation approach. I give this book a 10 out of 10. The exercises that come in this book have definitely helped me gain clarity in like what I want in life and how I'm gonna get there, you know. So I think if you are in a season where you feel stuck, or in a season where you feel like you no longer belong where you're at or where you've been, this is a good book to read to get you back on track, to help you really figure out the kind of things that you need. Finally, we can get to my favorite books in the whole wide world. Like, Stephanie Garber is that girl. Y'all, like the first book that I'm gonna read in 2024 is gonna be A Curse for True Love. Steph is that girl, like 10 out of 10. My favorite thing about Stephanie Garber's book is the magic. I love the outfits, the dresses. I love the smells of Valinda. Like, I really do be feeling like I'm one of them. And I don't know, she just makes these stories so vivid, so realistic. The storylines, the love, the plot, the games, the tricks. Like, I could go on and on and on and on about Stephanie. But I'm not going to do that to y'all. So these were the books that I read in... All right, these are the books that I read in 2023, and I am very proud of myself because at the beginning of the year, it was one of my goals to get back into reading, which I have definitely done. So now let's think about 2024. So 2024, I want to expand like my book preference, or I don't know, I would just want to read a different, like I want to venture into different genres, different authors. And I made my little list. For one, I want to read Britney Spears' The Woman in Me book. I also want to read Michelle Obama, Becoming. Of course, like I said, A Curse for True Love from Stephanie Garber. I won the book series of A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. I won The Shining and The Green Mile by Stephen King. See, I've never read like a horror novel before, so I'm really, really, really interested in like seeing how that story is written. I also want to read The Confessions on 750 by Lisa Unger. I was also looking up, and they say that my girl Stephanie Garber is dropping another book in 2024. So duh, that's on my list. Whatever it is, I'm gonna read it. Veridity. That's not how you say it. Variety and Verity. I'm not sure, by Colleen Hoover, but the one that has the black cover or whatever. I also want to read It Starts With Us by Colleen Hoover, since I read It Ends With Us. Although I'm not sure if that's like, if I should have read them together. But I also want to read the Hunger Games book series, because I never did that. And I actually, for whatever reason, I just feel like it's gonna be better than the movie. Thank you. If you made it this far into my video, please make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you leave a comment. If you're a reader, please let me know what kind of books I should read, any recommendations, any authors that you want me to do a review on,